All right, guys, Shotty T here. We got another video. So this is the last week of season 1 celebration, where we had the Black Market Challenge and the Black Market as well. The first week, and then the second week, the last couple weeks, been having Champion Duel, which we're now in the knockout stage. Still opportunities to get prediction points. Was able to get my predictions done earlier today. Also, there were a lot of dollars gained from those predictions. So now I'm able to finish the rest of my spins, because before that I didn't have any. But there were more dollars. I think they gave out $300 per successful wager. So that was like $1,500. And plus I did a bunch of rallies today to help get me over the top. So now we can finish up this real quick, but there's some other stuff I'm going to go over in this video, so it won't just be these two refreshes, which will gladly take any of that stuff at the top. All right, so this video, obviously this week we have a cakewalk of an opponent. We're facing an alliance that has one member. So, and it's actually from our server. It used to be a different alliance here, but they migrated to a different alliance altogether. So that made our matchup much easier. So yeah, we should win this. So, but a lot of this is going to be relevant to the topic that I'm going to discuss in this video. I'm not trying to show you how easy we got it this week, but there's still some fundamental standards that we're trying to make sure that still get established this week. And let me put this person's fire out real quick and let the cat DJ a little bit, a little intermission, let the cat go to bed, and then we'll continue. All right, cat's taking a nap. All right, so now let's continue the video. So we're also in the last week of Warzone Duel. So we pretty much got our butts handed to us the last couple of weeks, and obviously there's been a lot of frustration, but there are some plans hopefully to make things better moving forward. This week we have a really good chance to win, so hopefully we can use this last war of this sector to build some momentum into next season. So when you're going against an alliance, a server each week, one alliance is going to be the defender and the other is going to be the attacker. So I learned some good stuff today, because for some reason I always wondered, like, why are we always defending an alliance war every week? Well, the answer is here. And it's pretty straightforward. It says invasion right contest stage. Now I want to say I don't remember it being worded that way before, so that's why I probably didn't quite understand it, but it was more laid out in our leadership chat in our server earlier today when we were trying to hash out things moving forward. So apparently the alliance that leads throughout the week, Sunday through Friday. So this starts it starts like Sunday when there's no daily versus going on, but there are still points to be gained and other stuff. So Sunday to Friday is Warzone point stage. The Warzone with the highest points gains the invasion right. So on Saturday, the invader can head to the enemy's Warzone and seize its capital. The side with the lower points is the defender, which needs to defend its capital on Saturday. Warzone points can be obtained by completing the following acts. So some of these tasks can only be done by a couple of folks, but some of these tasks can be done literally by everyone. So I'm going to start with the things that can be done literally by everyone. And it's the one that's the least amount of points, but keep in mind they all add up. And that successfully plunder one hostile Warzone truck. And that's hostile means the server that you're playing against. So that means the objective is to rob only server trucks in 247. Look at my alliance trying to sneak in a little dig. You know I can't miss a dig. So if I end up having to claim this before this video is over, you'll know why. So you go to the truck server screen. Not sure why is it doing that. Okay, so I gotta love the glitch. So you go to the truck search screen. If you don't see a server in your enemy right away, you just keep refreshing until you see it. But I happen to see one here, so I'm gonna go here. And ideally, as a server, you want to work together. So each alliance probably should have like a handful of people designated to literally search for different trucks for people to rob of all difficulties. Ideally, purple and gold variety. So I'm just gonna see a couple, and you want to try to get some loots that have like some of these epic gear chests. Of course, alliance contribution points always good. Really, basically any loot that's purple or yellow is always good. So secret orders are good. Shards are good. What's the other thing that's yellow? Tickets are good. These gear are good. Alliance points are good. Speed ups, they're okay, but you know, especially if someone is low, anything can be valuable to someone. And of course, decoration chests as well. Of course, if you see any reindeer, they're probably less likely to be available because those things still get robbed pretty quickly, even though the game has reduced the maximum amount of plunders to 1 per person. So again, you go throughout the map, just look. And like this one has 2 secret tasks. Like I said, it's decent, but I'm trying to look for better. Now, if you see a truck that has 1 like fireball, that means you only got 1 loot left. So chances are the quality of the loot is probably not going to be that good. If you see a truck that has 2 fireballs, however, that means you can't rob it anymore. So if I tried to rob this, for example, it'll say each truck can be looted up to 2 times, and you can tell by looking at the amount of fireballs. Same thing with that one, and I can't quite tell here. It's kind of camouflaged, but let's see. So this one has not been robbed yet. I'm just gonna share that in the alliance chat just to show. So we'll do that there. Because I haven't even got my 4 plunders in today, so I plan on robbing nothing but people in this server today. So there's one with 3 tickets, so that's a good one, and you only got 1 person defending it, so that should be an easy one for anyone to take down in our alliance. So you want to do that to help out your alliance. Every one of those that's done, that's 100 points, and it adds up. Again, it adds up, and this is throughout the whole week. So imagine 1 person like get 4 plunders a day. So that's 400 plunders per person. Let's say an alliance on average has 50 people. I mean, obviously you want to get the whole alliance to rob only nothing but server trucks in your enemy server. But let's say you get 50 of them. 50 times 4, that's 200. So that's 200 plunders from other server trucks in the enemy server per day. Times 5, that's 1,000. So 1,000 total. 1,000 times 100, that's 100,000 points. So it made, like I said, it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you just had 50 people from every alliance do that, that's 100,000 points. Okay, so that's all you got to do, and that's just one alliance. So it adds up across the board. Of course, we're at 3 million for the week. So there are other ways how individually you could get points, is being number 1 in your first place in your arms race. Now, sometimes it's the luck of the draw who you're matched up with in your arms race group. So for me, I'm not gonna win my arms race today. So usually if you see people that have 1 million points, that means they either spent a lot of money or they just happen to have a lot of particular resources for a certain one of these groupings during the day. Like for me, I will tell you this, my best day to get arms race, depending on who's in my grouping, is drone boost for day one, for for the drone parts, not the drone parts, but the battle data and the stamina use. That's if I'm not busy at work, which I was today. Day four, which is hero advancement. Actually, I take that back. Day one actually starts tomorrow, so we're technically in day seven. Yeah, day seven. So drone boost for that, and then for day three, which is hero advancement. Day three arms race is day four of the versus. I know it's backwards, but yeah. So day four of the versus hero advancement is within the hours of 10 a.m. my time and 2 p.m. Eastern. So usually that's my best opportunity when I use up a lot of XP during that time. And then for day four, which is day five for versus training day, is unit progression from 2 p.m. my time to 6 p.m. So when I'm staggering my troops from levels 5 all the way to 9. Usually those are my best days. And then day 5, but by the time day 5 happens, war has already started. So don't get credit for arms race this day, but usually I'm pretty high here too when it comes to stamina use at the beginning of Buster Day and throughout the end of the day when server war is over. So, and of course the other stuff that's going on throughout the day. So you want to make sure that if you have a good chance of winning your grouping for the day, and really all it takes is one person in the entire server, because only one person can win. So in our server that's in my grouping, Papa 3165 has the best chance of winning this MVP for the day. So let's root for Papa. I think he only has 2 hours left, but maybe he's already tapped out. And again, we're not trying to tell people to spend money to do this. Just try to make the most of whatever category is asking for that day. Next, we have points wise. Let's continue here. All right, so we're gonna go from lowest to highest. The next one is Alliance Duel MVP. So this could be a chain based off versus. 2 of these are actually versus based, by the way. And I think I missed the treasure dig talking. I think I missed it. I think I did. Come on, let me. Come on, treasure dig. I think I missed the treasure dig, guys. Oh. I got the last one. How about that? And I got double credit. Well, that's probably a little bit of luck there. Maybe. Okay. Anyway, I'm glad I paid attention, right? Back to what I was saying. So versus the MVP, which is the leading score for the whole day. So right now, Clem Bones, we got a tight race between Clem Bones with the banana hammock avatar, and then we got Gardenian. So one of these 2 guys are going to win MVP. All it takes is just one person from our alliance to do so. That'll be 6,000 points towards the server points for Warzone Duel. In addition, whenever your alliance wins Alliance Duel victory for the day, that's 30,000 points. So again, with us facing a pretty easy opponent today, 30,000 points is easily attainable. So you might as well just chalk up 210,000 or 180,000 points for us for the week, as well as another 36,000 for Alliance Duel MVP. So those are locked in for us this week, but it's not the case every week. So we're counting our blessings for sure. All right, other things that are doable for our alliance is Desert Storm Victory. Now this varies. It depends on who we're going up against. 4 out of the last 5 times, we've just been completely outmatched. Just the other alliance is too powerful. But you can increase your odds as an alliance of winning Desert Storm by having more numbers, because not every time you face an opponent that puts out 20 folks. So even if they are more powerful, if you have the numbers and their early numbers to get that momentum, then you have a chance to add 50,000 points for your server. And that's only one day out of the week, which is that Friday, right before the whole contest ends, really. And then the last couple ones, that are more difficult individually to get are Apex Arena #1, which the Apex Arena, it really is it's on a daily basis, I believe. But for us, it starts in less than 2 hours. So whoever is #1, if it's a person that's in our server, and the person that has the best chance of doing that is Ragnar. So the number one Apex Arena person for the server, that if it's a person that's in 249, will gain points for the entire server, which would be 100,000 points. Okay, and then the last thing would be wanted boss first place individually, 50,000 points. So that's this guy right here, the wanted boss. So whoever is #1 individually, they will get, well, let's look at it this way. This person will get 10 million points. And today, I apologize because hopefully today won't be as bad as the other days as far as getting this stuff in. But so far, we're on track easily to get #1. And because we got Ragnar, we should get #1 every day this week for the damage ranking individually. And then as a whole alliance, if we're #1 for the day, which we are on track to doing that today with less than 2 hours left, we also get 250,000 points. So all those points, they add up. So that's 250,000 points. Warzone total damage victory for the whole Warzone. So all these points add up, and it kind of tracks it throughout. So like for me, I had got Alliance Duel MVP #1. That was, I guess that was for last week. So I guess it starts tracking once, Saturday starts. So I was Alliance Duel MVP there, and it just keeps adding up. So there can be multiple Alliance Duel MVPs whenever each individual alliance is going against another server opponent. So, and it just keeps track and it adds the points up. So we're on track to have our very first war where we are the attackers instead of defending. So that way we can put our flag on someone else's capital instead of having someone else put their flag on ours, like 254 did this week, because these perks are better than if you take over someone else's server. You have the military commander, which has a 5% march speed bonus and boosts enemy casualty rate by 5%. And then you have the administrative commander that gets a 60% construction speed up and a 60% research speed. So, and that's like First Lady buffs on steroids. Keep in mind, you still get the First Lady stuff, but you also get this stuff. And of course, the Conqueror, the person that's the president, they get a bonus, boost 5% hero points, attack, defense, and enemy casualty rate. So those are extra perks of being the attacker. Now, if you defend successfully, you get good stuff too. Obviously, you get the claim victory here, and of course, if you individually do your thing, you get to open up all these boxes. But being the attacker is where it's at. So make sure that as a group, even if you're an underdog, if you have server-wide participation, it is possible to win these contests and be on the attack for a change. And organizing the attack is a separate story, so this will be interesting experience for all of us to organize and attack. But make sure that you plan accordingly, and see you guys in the war. Anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll talk to you later.